Hey guys, back here. So it has been famously said that walk a mile into someone's shoes before you pass on any kind of judgment. There is also another saying that says that enter a conversation that is going into someone's mind. Try to acutely understand where that person is coming from. Then it allows you to form right perspectives, create better communication, become a better communicator, all those things, right? And I always try to adhere to that. I always try to abide by that. But something I read today completely shattered those beliefs that I was holding on to until now. As they say, there is always an exception to the rules. And so here is something I came to know of somebody named Chuck Finney. Now, I don't know how many of you know. I had no idea about who that person is. So Chuck Finney is apparently a self-made billionaire, and today he has become a broke, and he wanted to die broke. That is what his vision was. That is what his dream was. He's alive, but he wants to die broke. That is the news, and that's what caught my attention. So the more I started learning about him, the more I started becoming fascinated to learn about this guy. And he is famously known for pioneering or establishing this the concept of duty-free shopping on the airports. We have done duty-free shopping countless number of times. So Chuck Finney is the inventor of that concept, and it has allowed us to buy high-end expensive products without paying any kind of duty. So he's the pioneer behind that, and he's also known as the James Bond of giving. Because he is practically a globetrotter. He has traveled multiple continents, countries, and he's also known famously for his secrecy. So the Cornell University's dean had to practically convince their board of directors that the money that they are receiving from Chuck is not mafia money, because that is what he's known for. And he has received like countless number of honorary doctorates from different universities. He has donated to multiple foundations, charities, universities. Warren Buffett considers Chuck Finney as his idol. Even Bill Gates has given great tribute to him. So I thought it was pretty fascinating, and the more I started thinking about him, the more I started to become fascinated with this person, because three thoughts are popping up into my mind. Number one, I always believed in charity. I have been fortunate enough to start a non-profit or two and see their journeys blossom from point A, and we are still in that progress. A couple of us came together a couple of years back. We started this non-profit. Our journey is on. We have donated close to more than 75K to various needy charities, whether it is youth development, whether it is creating a better education foundation for a rural area, tribal education, all those things, right? So I always believed in charity, giving back, helping to the less fortunate. But Chuck takes the concept of giving back to an extreme level. I don't think I can ever come close to that. But even if I can follow to a certain degree, I'm happy with that. And Warren Buffett has said that it will take him at least 10 to 15 years after he passes away to donate all of his wealth. So even Warren Buffett wants to donate all of his wealth after he's gone, but not in his lifetime. So I think that's what I thought is pretty fascinating. Second point is the journey versus outcome. And the more I'm learning about highly successful leaders, elite entrepreneurs, like people like Richard Branson, Elon Musk, Chuck Finney, Warren Buffett, right? The more you start to read about them, the more you start to learn about them, the more you come to know that they always truly cherish the journey. They always truly cherish the path. And they don't necessarily attach themselves to the outcomes. Yes, may they have certain lofty goals that they are going after, but that just becomes a game after a certain point, because they are very savvy, they are very skilled in terms of forming a concept and taking from point A to point B, and then once they achieve that outcome, they move on to achieve even better outcomes, right? Even better things. So I think Chuck Finney is a great example of that, and that is the reason he is not associating himself with hey, I want to earn like 1 billion, 2 billion, 8 billion, 10 billion, right? He is not attached to that outcome. He has truly cherished his journey, and then today he wants to kind of give away everything that he has amassed, right? And then the last point, right? I read that he is practically living a life of a freshman living in a dorm, which means that he doesn't have any kind of servants. He's 89 years of age. He doesn't have any kind of amenities, right? And as they say, old age is something that you need to watch out for. And the only thought that I had coming up into my mind was, what if something happens to him at that old age, right? Who is going to take care of him, right? Because he's practically broke today. And I hope he has safeguarded himself in terms of his safety, well-being, all those things. Of course, he is nicely connected as well with all these elite, high-end, elite entrepreneurs like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. So I'm sure they are there to take care of him. But that was just like a tangent thought that I had. So ending with these three thoughts, right? Number one, charity is definitely important. It allows you to create better perspectives. But Chuck takes this concept of charity to an extreme level. I don't think I'll ever come close to that. Number two is something, the more you start learning about high-end, elite, successful people, the more it fascinates you in terms of they always try to enjoy the journey, they always enjoy the path that they have taken, but they never truly associate, they never truly attach themselves to the outcomes. Once they achieve the outcome, they move on to something, and that is where they take more pride, more joy. And then the last one, but not the least, is old age. Chuck Finney today is broke, and in spite of achieving all these high-end accolades, giving all his wealth, my only thought was, who is going to take care of him? And probably that is a moot point again, because I think he has like great high-end connection. He is well connected, and I hope his rest of the life passes through without any issues, without any challenges, setbacks. So signing off, talk to you later, take care.